Hello and welcome! This is Gunner, and we're back with some more Xenonauts. So we're most of the way through this encounter. We have two aliens that we know about the presence of. Now it's just a matter of getting to them and finishing them off here and seeing if there's any more aliens inside the craft, which we have yet to see. So we're a little bit in a dangerous spot. We've managed to suppress this alien, but unfortunately this one has not been suppressed, so it's free to act. Now we are in decent cover here, and we have our shields facing the proper way, so I'm not too worried about what this alien could do. As a matter of fact, might be better off facing the shield this direction. Okay, I think that's everything. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Okay, so that guy's just going to run inside. The other guy was too suppressed to really do anything else. Okay, our machine gun's going to have a shot here, but it's one that does go too close to my own guys, in my opinion. We know that the machine guns have a tendency to have quite a bit of dispersion, and I think there's a possibility you can even suppress your own guys, which would be really bad, so we don't want that to happen. Our sniper's not in a bad spot to take this guy out. So I could do an aim shot. I'd only get one of those. I could do two of these, I believe. So let's go ahead and go with that. Okay, we managed to suppress him again. Okay, hit him. Not for a lot of damage, unfortunately. Okay, we've got a shot here. I don't know if I'll be able to get an aim shot and a normal shot, but we'll go ahead and go for the aim shot first. Okay, we managed to miss there, but I think we'll be able to pull off, yeah, just one of these normal shots here. Okay, and finally we finished him off. So, again, I only know about one alien. There's possibly more within the craft. Let's see what we can do here. So, we've got both of our shields fairly close. I should be able to pop that door. Unfortunately, my assaulters are nowhere near the spacecraft, so it's going to take me a little bit of time, I think, to set up here. I might be able to get fairly close. Although I am exposing my assaulters possibly to fire from the enemy if they just pop out the door here. Gonna go ahead and take an E here. My other assaulter is right here. I'll be able to get in to here. I wouldn't have any action points to defend myself, unfortunately. Okay. As much as I'm not facing my enemy, I don't think it really matters because we're going to just go around this, pop in the door. I guess I could move in my shield here, get a little bit closer. This one I am going to face because the facing of a shield really does matter. And you, I'm going to pop where the other shield was. Again, giving you that cover. Okay, so we have at least one assaulter in position. We have our two shields in position. The rifleman, I guess, could be in a little bit better position than they are. The machine gun has coverage of the door, but unfortunately, I think there's too many men in the way for that. Let's go ahead and... Oh, you have already moved. Let's move this guy then. Put you in behind this bit of woods. We probably will be able to fire upon the door if it comes to that. All right, I think everybody else is pretty much set up where we want them to be. I don't think we can get any better set up, although I could put the machine gun a little bit closer, I guess. Although that would take me a couple turns to do. I'm not really worried about that. All right, so I think that's it. Let's go ahead and end our turn again. Hey, two guys for sure. So what I want to do here is I want to pop the door open and then I want to throw a stun grenade in. I think the best way to do that is we bring one shield up. Go ahead and face the door. Let's take a knee. Let's pop the door. Okay, now we've done that. Let's see if we can toss the stun grenade in here. Okay, that should be decent coverage. I could toss it a little further in. Yeah, let's go for that. Okay, looks like a good hit. Managed to suppress both of them. Okay, now we're good for the assault here. As a matter of fact, I can probably pull off a shot here with my shield without having to move, although I might want to pop the door closed. Let's bring up the one assaulter. Okay, we got a 45% chance or a 58% chance. We could go in the door, and with suppression like this, we probably would be fairly safe. Okay. You're unfortunately not going to be able to do much for me. I'd get one shot off, and then that would be it, and I'd have to shut the door. The 54%. I have enough action points that I feel confident in moving in like this. So 76%. Okay, one down. And unfortunately, I don't have enough action points for the next one. So what I can do is I can move into cover, or I could leave the spaceship, which I think is probably the wiser move here. So I'm going to leave the spaceship. I'm going to use this guy to just close the door. So let's go ahead and do that. The alien is suppressed, so very unlikely able to come over here, pop the door, and shoot us. Suppression usually removes a number of action points from the opponent, so we're pretty good there. Let's go ahead and get our other assaulter up here, so that we can act next turn if we want to. Everybody else should just stay where they are. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Okay, let's pop the door. We can throw in another stun grenade, which I think is a good call. I think that should still hit. Okay, suppressed. Now let's get up in this guy's face and blast him. So 64% chance to hit. Should have another shot here. Let's go ahead and just go for the full-on shot. And boom. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I managed to get a medal. So, Order of Gallantry, +1 Bravery, awarded for elimination of 5 extraterrestrial units in combat. Our assaulters are probably going to have a fair time or an easy time doing that, because they're the ones that we send in to clear out the UFOs when we get close to the end of the mission. But we actually got quite a few kills here. One of our troopers managed to level up here to a lieutenant, which is quite good. As a matter of fact, that's our machine gunner there. All right, pretty good. And let's see, we got a little bit of cash as well. Okay. Now I have to remember to set up Charlie 1 properly when we get him inside the base. I do want to check though real quick. If I remember correctly, some of the troopers from Charlie 2 were injured. Still the case. I think it is getting close to that time, though, when I have to start thinking about redeploying things. So what is the day that we're at? We're on the 21st of September. That little bit of cash we got is going to put us at 43,000. Let's go over to the other base here. Okay, so we have that currently being built. I technically want another hangar on top of that, because ideally what I want to have here is 2 Condors and a Charlie once we have that all set up. So more than likely what I'm going to do is I'm going to redeploy one of the Condors over to this base. But I probably wait, if I think about this, probably wait until a couple days before the month. Then what I'll do is I'll transfer that Condor. I'll start building a Foxtrot, because I need a free slot in my hangar to be able to do that. So I'll have 2 Foxtrots, 2 Condors in this base. Send that Condor over to hole number 2. Hole number 2 has at least a basic aircraft to be able to do missions with. Then we go from there. Another possible option is we start building a... Oh, that's right. The vehicle project's not done yet. We're working on it, but it's not done yet. Forgot about that. All right. That's fine. Let's go ahead and wait. We have to wait anyway. So here comes Charlie 1. Our Condors that we sent out just to be... as a precaution to make sure that craft didn't take off, are also coming back, and they're rearmed and refueled. Okay, before I forget, as I have this feeling in my gut I will forget. Let's go to the dropships and let's go to Charlie 1 here. So ideally what I'd like to do is I'd like to set this up so we have a mixture of experienced troopers and less experienced troopers, so we don't have everything on one of our Charlies here. So that's going to take a little bit of finagling of things. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put our guys in the position that I normally would put them. So sniper, I think I want the machine gun in front, in the middle here. So I'll put the sniper off to one side. I don't think it matters which side. And we'll put like that. Okay, so there's our setup. Now let's start getting on actually moving our troopers around to the different things. So again, this guy is injured, but that's okay. So what we're going to want is we're going to want to mix around our guys so we don't have everything all in one basket, more or less. So Charlie 1 is sergeant grade and up, whereas Charlie 2, we have mostly corporals and a single private. So what I'm thinking about doing here is mixing up our... Okay, so for example, what I might do is I have this assaulter, which is kind of our premier assaulter in our Charlie 1 squad. What I might want to do is take our other assaulter, Terry Robinson, even though she just got a medal for getting a bunch of kills, I'm going to put her in Charlie 2. What I might want to have to do, though, is I don't have enough slots, so what I'm going to have to do is just unassign her for now. But if I've unassigned her, I know I'm going to be switching her, so that's fine. And the other one I'm going to want to do is our shields. So we're going to switch a shield over. So again, we have a shield that is a premier one and one that's, you know, not so much. So I'm going to take Juliet here, and I'm going to move her over to Charlie 2. Okay, so we have moved those two over. Let's see what else we've got. I would like to move... I think I'm going to keep my heavy weapons trooper in this squad. And now it's a matter of just moving over, I think, like a rifleman. So out of my riflemen... I still want this to be my premier squad, but I want to change that up a little bit. So... you are 72 accuracy. You're almost as good enough to be a sniper. As a matter of fact, I could probably switch you over, and the guy that's the sniper in Charlie 2 could become a rifleman. So I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to unassign this guy, and he's going to become the sniper for Charlie 2. So we are taking one of our better guys and putting them over in the other group, but this gives us a more effective sniper in our second group. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So you are also going to get unassigned. So we've got 3 of our more experienced soldiers are going to be moved over to Charlie 2. So now we're just going to go ahead and make those changes. So if I remember correctly, we removed an assaulter, we removed a shield, and we removed what's going to be our sniper. So the current sniper, I'm going to convert into a rifleman one way or the other. So whether we keep him in this squad or not sure. I've got a pretty good rifleman here, so I think you're going to be upgraded to Charlie 1. Oh, yeah, okay, good. And you are a rifleman as well. I'll keep you in this squad for now, although you're a pretty decent rifleman. Okay, so it's down to shields and assaulters that we need. So you're not a bad shield, so I'll go ahead and assign you to Charlie 1. And I'm taking the most promising of Charlie 2 and putting them over in Charlie 1. And then we need an assaulter. So I'm not a fan of that guy. Let's see. Assaulter. And you're the other one, and you're currently the wounded guy. Well, in comparison to the other assaulter, you're not bad. All right, we'll send you over to Charlie 1. You're private, but that will work. All right, so that should be the max assignment for Charlie 1. So now we'll just start assigning the other unassigned to Charlie 2. And there we go, a little bit more of an experience breakup. And as a result, I am going to want to go to my equipment. Most of my troopers are going to keep their same role, but the one change is the man in Charlie, a couple of men in Charlie 2 here. So we moved over one rifleman. That rifleman's now going to become a sniper. Okay, and you're pretty good on equipment, so I'm not going to change anything here. Although technically, I think smoke grenades are a little bit more important for a sniper than a frag grenade would be, but we'll just keep it on you just as a means of having a little bit of flexibility. And the previous sniper is going to become a rifleman instead, as you're not quite good enough, in my opinion, to be a rifleman. And in this case, we have a little bit too much weight, so we're just going to go ahead and remove that. And there we go. All right, so not a lot of changes needed because the roles are going to remain more or less the same. So we have 3 riflemen, we have 2 shields, 2 assaults, and 2 snipers. I'm sorry, 1 sniper. So the question is, did we gain somebody that could be a heavy weapons specialist? It looks like our corporal here could be a heavy weapons person. Good strength, good accuracy, good, a lot of stats here. So you know what? I think I'm going to convert her to a heavy weapons trooper here. So let's go ahead and do that. Change role. You're now going to become heavy weapons. And let's go ahead and start giving you some other equipment as well. So we'll give you a smoke grenade. We'll give you a stun grenade. And perhaps we'll give you another thing of ammo if it will allow me. Nope, that's a little too heavy. Okay, well, what else can we give you? We can give you, I guess, just another smoke grenade will be fine. Okay, so we've got our troops set up. We have a pretty good squad here, and now things are a little bit more equal. All right, let's go ahead and get back onto the main screen here. Now, my game plan for Hole 1 is I do have that garage, I believe. So more than likely what we're going to do once we get the research to do it. Okay, we got a autopsy of this other alien type that we just encountered. And we now have a new research alien biology. I forget, did I have another lab under construction? Let me take a look at that. Yeah, so we do. Did I hire the scientists? I don't remember. It's possible I did. On the other hand, it's possible I did not. Well, if I didn't, it's actually probably better that I wait until the end of the month at this stage. Because if I remember correctly, you don't pay the wages of your scientists until the end of the month. So if we're not going to get them until, like, let's say the 25th, having them for 5 days and then having to pay their upkeep is probably not ideal, especially if I don't remember whether or not I hired more scientists or not. So as much as I probably should hire more scientists, we're going to hold off on that for now. Okay, what does alien biology have to say for itself? So, an analysis of alien physiology. This may shed light on the origins of these creatures and allow us to devise a method of capturing them in battle. That's actually a very important one. So, I'm going to go ahead and start that project, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the number of scientists on some of these other ones, so we at least have some progress towards this going, because I consider that very important, because capturing a leader, I think, is a pretty important objective. Okay, let's go ahead and continue forward here. Honestly, I would actually prefer a little bit quieter end of the month, but at the same time, getting more downed UFOs gets me more money, so that works as well. As a matter of fact, this is probably a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.